My favorite thing in Canada is that we have free healthcare.
My favorite thing about Canada is it's the best place in the world to raise a family.
My favorite thing is probably like all the beautiful scenery, like mountains and like, I don't know, just views you can see.
What I love about Canada are our seasons.
Freedom, all the intangibles, hope, opportunity. If there are problems, and there are, we have the way to fix them, and people have your back. That's what I love about Canada.
My favorite thing about Canada is the lakes, the rivers, and of course hockey.
I love Canada for its diversity.
What I like best about Canada is playing outside.
So my favorite thing about Canada is that you have the freedom to do anything you want. No one will bother you, and also they help you. Whenever you want something, they can help you.
My favorite thing about Canada is definitely the food tin.
My favorite thing about Canada, aside from how nice everyone is and how sorry everyone is, free healthcare.
My favorite thing about living in Canada is actually living in the Maritimes. Originally, I'm from the Bahamas, the Caribbean, and I came here to attend college and eventually stayed. I really enjoy living in Moncton, New Brunswick because they have really friendly people, and also it's a really, really safe environment. That's my favorite thing about Canada.
What I love about Canada is our beautiful, friendly people.
My favorite thing about Canada is the cultural diversity.
Hockey. My favorite thing about Canada is like snowboarding.
Craft beer and wine.
Moose.
Cranberries.
My favorite thing about Canada, through thick or thin, the view of the future is always optimistic.
I'd have to say healthcare.
My favorite thing about Canada is its promise of a hopeful future for all of us, no matter our stage in life or our aspirations.
I am a university-educated woman who owns her own home and car, who is single and is not forced to live with her father or her brother. I hold a management position, and I have full control of any decisions I make over my life. And I have Canada to thank for that, because I'm probably in the 1 percentile of women in this world that can.
Our 4 seasons.
My favorite thing about Canada is everything. What's not to love?
My favorite thing about Canada is the snow.
Excellent learning experiences.
My favorite thing about Canada? Snowshoeing to campus.
My favorite thing about Canada is its flowing rivers.
What I love about Canada is the Bay of Fundy.
Our Canadian economy. No, 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 yes, no.
Timmy, Tim Hortons! Woo!
Lobster!
My favorite thing about Canada is visiting Prince Edward Island.
Our favorite thing about Canada is
Beaver balls.
My favorite thing about Canada is the good old hockey game. Eh?
The one thing I love about Canada is the new tuitions that they've set in for the students to have the opportunity that didn't have it before.
My favorite thing about Canada is playing hockey.
We love Atlantic salmon.
My favorite thing about Canada is how much people care about each other. My favorite thing about Canada is the coast-to-coast experience. I'm a Southern Ontario boy who moved to Vancouver Island for 10 years. And then when I moved, I did a big move, 7,000 kilometers from Victoria, BC to Quispamsis, New Brunswick.
So what I love about Canada is that it's a very peaceful country. We're very laid back, and we don't have to fear for our lives on a daily basis.
My favorite thing about Canada is that I've been legally married for 11 years to an absolutely wonderful person, and she's a she. Thanks, Canada.
My favorite thing about Canada is how kind we all are.
My favorite thing about Canada is all the fresh air.
My favorite thing about Canada is maple syrup.
So regardless of which province you're in or which city you're in, what always amazes me is how welcoming and friendly and helpful that people are.
The thing I like about Canada is the diversity and the inclusiveness.
Blueberries!
My favorite thing about Canada is the RCMP, and I'm really proud because my son is one.
My favorite part about Canada is that we're the friendliest people and we have the best hockey players. And who could forget Boston Creams?
My favorite things about Canada are maples and colorful flowers.
Fresh oysters and Canadian winters!
My favorite thing about Canada is the sense of community.
My favorite thing about Canada is all the mosquitoes.
Tim's.
NBCC.
My favorite things, sugar bush, maple pancakes, breaking the ice, because actually learning to skate is something that, I mean, you go down, you get up, you go down, you get up, makes you tough. Campfires, that's super awesome. And I will say that's it.
Sea buckthorn berries.
My favorite thing about Canada is our biodiversity and the fact that we feel safe to be here.
We love New Brunswick!
Carleton County, the French fry capital of the world.
My favorite thing about Canada is the freedom that we have.
My favorite thing about Canada is the people. They are so open-minded and so friendly, and the main thing is the nature is so very, very nice and beautiful.
Maple syrup!
My favorite thing about Canada is that everybody's cool and everybody's kind, everybody says sorry.
As an immigrant to Canada, I love the people and the land. I find they're both open, diverse, and rugged.
My favorite thing about Canada is that it's a multicultural nation, and I'm proud of my heritage, but I'm also very proud of where I live. That St. Andrews is a beautiful spot, a part of Canada.
Rocks and trees and rocks and trees and water.
I love Canada because it's a country of 10 provinces, 3 territories, 2 official languages, 5 founding cultures, and 1 million different languages, faces, voices, and opinions.
I love that Canada is a mixing pot. We're a very accepting country for all different cultures and beliefs.
It's just home. It's just home.